Okay, just for shits and giggles. Don't tell anybody. Let's try 800 RPMs. Well, Craig Tate from the YouTube channel, Craig Tate, gave me this beautiful piece of steel shaft, and I just about have it cleaned up. There's probably a 5/1000 or better ridge right there. It disappears for almost half of the shaft and comes back. Little inclusion here. Huh, I didn't notice that earlier. Otherwise, the finish is looking pretty good. We're turning on centers without a dog, so we are taking very fine cuts. 5/1000 is what I'm dialing in. I don't know, I'm probably not actually doing 5/1000. I believe this is from previous turning. Maybe not. We're just taking a little bit at a time and just letting the pressure of the quill and the friction here keep this thing turning. It's going well. I'll soon have this shaft running true. Without my power feed, though, it is quite the job trying to be consistent in my feed. And of course, having to feed by hand, 3 feet of shaft. Well, I guess maybe I'm just being a little girly boy or something. I'm just not used to cranking that much, I guess. But there's where it stands. It looks like Craig has had good success, as far as I can see, on his project, reaming out his tailstock quill on his Hendy lathe. And so I loaned him a couple reamers to get that done, and I think he's done it quite smartly. My oiler is working very efficiently here on the front, and barely working on the back, but there's actually a blockage that was intentionally put in place on the ports going to the rear. And I thought that was just kind of something to, like a metering type of thing. So all this is getting ready to come off the machine, and at that time I'm going to remove that metering blockage, and I should have the same coverage on the back ways as well as the front. You know, this is getting good lubrication. I just got my clutch locked up. I don't know what I did, but when you get to that point, I've learned, you know, it's tempting to get some vice grips on here and crank that thing, because it's just, you know, that thread's bound up. But I pretty much had to replace the shaft on this one because of all the abuse it suffered from me cranking on it with vice grips and whatnot. Okay, hell of a piece of material here. There's lots of future projects in that. You know, I'm thinking 8 start threads, 6 threads per, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, there's 16 start threads. I can run a nut down this thing in 4 seconds. Aren't we being silly?